Welcome back to BTS with Jess, a behind-the-scenes arts show inspiring young people just like you to get creative. This episode is all about street art, and I am about to catch up with Sarah Boese, who is currently completing a native wildlife mural right here at the Gawler Civic Centre. From what I can see so far, it looks very impressive, and I can't wait to get a closer look at what's going on. This is Sarah Boese, Adelaide-based illustrator and mural artist, hard at work on her latest masterpiece titled At Peridla Taikondi Park. It is named after a local park in Gawler, where the North and South Para rivers join with the Gawler River. The junction between the three rivers is significant to Kaurna people, with the mural's title meaning rivers coming together. It has been wonderful so far watching Sarah's mural come together. And as I said before, she will be here over the next 1 to 2 weeks working on this incredible piece. I'm about to have a chat with her right now and see how it's coming along.
So I'm painting 2 big rosellas, and down the bottom's a little bee eater, a rainbow bee eater. That was a last minute request by the community, I think, so I was happy to throw it in. I'm using aerosol paints, a few lots of different colours, but they're MTM spray paints. I've been doing murals probably since about 2016, so it's getting close-ish to 10 years. Try to get them done in about like a week to 2 weeks. Sometimes they take longer if it's a really big wall. That's why I like aerosol, because it's very quick to work with, because you can just fill in a really large space in a very short amount of time. Because I've done some murals with just acrylic brushwork, and they take twice as long because everything needs 2 or 3 coats.
What kind of techniques do you use to do that aerosol paint and to do it so quickly?
It's a bit tricky. I do lots of layering. I think that's what it's all about, is just lots of layers and thinking about what goes on top and then cutting back. So I get lots of all these clean lines. I've got to like angle the nozzle like away from things to get the lines, and I can be like really close to the wall or like really far away to get like soft stuff. So
wow. Yeah. How did you come up with the design for this mural?
So I did the design a few years ago, so it's taken a little while to come to life.
And how do you decide what kind of colours you're going to use for different elements of the painting?
Just look at the design and then I try to just colour match it. The brands of paints that I use, they've got a really good selection of colours, which is great. Don't know it works until I put it on the wall, and then I just interchange colours until it works.
When you first start a painting, what do you start with? Like the background or drawing it out?
I start with doing the base coat, like the background colour. So the first day I got here, it was quite relaxing because I just rolled out a bunch of green and until it was a nice solid colour. Then once the background's dry, I get like a similar colour but a little bit lighter, and I sort of sketch out the outlines and the guides of where I think things should be. And then I come in and fix it up, take a step back, come in and make corrections.
It has been a week since I have visited the Gawler Civic Centre to see how Sarah is going with her native wildlife mural. She's been working on this aerosol mural for nearly 2 weeks now, and I can't wait to see how it's progressing. Let's go check it out. Sarah has certainly been busy, and it looks like all her hard work is paying off thanks to her variety of aerosol paints, the fantastic techniques she showed me last week, and of course, a whole lot of talent. I'm here at the Gawler Civic Centre, home to the Gawler Library and the Gawler Council Chambers. I'm about to catch up with local photographer Daniel Down and Deputy Mayor Nathan Shanks to chat about Sarah's mural as part of the Gawler beautification project.
Well look, I always thought that Gawler could use some street art to bring people in, create a talking point. I reached out to one of our elected members, and now we've got all these amazing street art up in Gawler. I think it's important for the younger people to see these things happen face to face, to give them a way of how it all happens and the process. And also art can sometimes be a bit stuffy and behind closed doors, so to see it all in action is very inspiring. The younger people can come along and see what kind of artwork they can do and the scale that they can do it. So look, I'd like to say that any young people that want a mural in their town, talk to your local member, get involved, be proactive. You could also do what I do, create a book, physical book, something to give to the council to look at that they can sit there and look through it.
This particular art piece I think is really good for connecting with our youth space, which is also located in this building. So, you know, it's a very well used space, a service that has been well received by our community. As we come into this area and the colour just smacks you in the face, right? So that's no different for our youth space users. And even just showing, you know, simple things like the elevated work platform, the scissor lift going up and down. Spray cans and all that sort of stuff. I think there should be and will be interest throughout the youth of our town.
I've had an incredible time here at the Gawler Civic Centre watching Sarah create this stunning mural. If you're feeling as inspired as I am and you'd like to follow in Sarah's footsteps and create your very own 8-metre tall masterpiece, then stay tuned because I am on my way down to Onkaparinga Beach to visit Studio 20 and join in on Onkaparinga Youth Spray Society Ink Workshop, a workshop for young people just like you to create your very own aerosol art. Welcome back to BTS with Jess, a behind-the-scenes arts show inspiring young people to get involved and do something creative. This episode is all about street art, and today I am so excited to be checking out Onkaparinga Youth Spray Society Ink right here at Studio 20 in Onkaparinga. I can't wait to see what they're going to get up to and the kind of activities that they're going to do. They'll be working with professional, talented street artists, and I can't wait to check it out. Let's go inside. Street art is an incredibly diverse, varied and unrestricted art movement that is growing in popularity, with artwork continuing to grow in size, technique and skill. Spray Society Inc. provides legal opportunities for creative expression and development in the area of street art for young people aged 12 to 25. So I'm here today at Spray Society Inc. and I'm catching up with Zane, who is one of the youth mentors here, and talking to him about his role at Spray Society Inc. So tell me about your role as a facilitator or a mentor here at Spray Society Inc. What do you guys do?
Yep, so we sort of guide the children and the students on sort of what projects to be working on as well, and if we have a specific cause that we're working towards, for example an art exhibition that might cover a specific theme, we sort of help them get the creative juices flowing and teach them the techniques and everything that they need to be able to physically create the artwork as well. So anyone from absolute beginners to even half experienced artists or even fully experienced artists can come here and we can help them out with that as well. So yeah.
So it's a place for everyone?
Yeah, place for absolutely everyone. Yep.
Awesome. And how did you first get involved in this program?
So I started creating what I call glad wrap murals, and I was just trying to find any way to legally practice like large scale artwork. And I found a local fence and I wrapped it in Glad wrap, and I was just doing my artwork on there, and it caused a little bit of controversy, but the community loved it as well. And the main problem was I'm using a public asset for what I can't use it for. So then I spoke with the local council and Onkaparinga Youth, and we sort of went back and forth in a way where we can provide legal opportunities for people to sort of express themselves through different ways of artwork, through aerosol and etc. and different mediums. So I'm pretty much in a way like helped found the project, Spray Society Inc. in a way.
So we use art as a creative tool to help young people express themselves and also to create social connection for young people as well. So we use art just as the activity, and then we can actually have more deeper conversations with young people about things like mental health. We also just want to give young people an opportunity to express themselves creatively. A lot of them don't have the resources at home to be able to access things like aerosol art or Posca pens or all sorts of different materials that we have the budget to do through our grant Car Clue as well.
So Mark, what have we got here? This looks awesome. There's spray paint, lots of colours, positive affirmations. What have we been working on?
Yeah, thanks. This is a piece titled Self-Care. Basically, we've all worked on this together, painted a background, and then people have been invited to write something that helps them with their mental health and self-care. So all positive things that can help people and things that are good for mental health. Everyone gets to join in and do something on it. The next 2 sessions, people are still welcome to come and draw on this to add to it. And even people who have already done something can come back and do another piece on there if they want, some more text or yeah.
Now that I've learnt all about Spray Society Inc., I want to see what goes on in these workshops. So let's jump to the exciting part and watch another piece of art come together.
We're working in a bit of a workflow similar to how you'd create a large-scale piece. So we're working on a background first using aerosol art, and then I'm teaching them different techniques to create different striking backgrounds and stuff like that. And then we're using other mediums to do our foregrounds and whatnot as well. So I'm sort of just trying to get them to learn as many different mediums as possible.
Zane, what are we doing at the moment? This looks awesome. I love how it's coming together.
I'm just showing them some different techniques with the spray cans, how to get some different little flares going as well. And we're sort of using those techniques to create a big abstract little masterpiece, if you want to call it that, yeah. So just working with direction of the can basically is what we're doing.
That's awesome. Are there any more colours going to be introduced, or do we already have our colour scheme already?
Personally, I'm pretty happy with the colour choice we've got, but if these guys want to throw in some extra colours of their own choice, I'm happy to see where it goes, yeah. So most of this artwork, for the most part, will be sort of people progressing towards an art exhibition that's going to be in October, I think it is, I might be wrong, but it's an art exhibition that's reflective on positive mental health. So we're basically asking the kids anything that makes you specifically happy. So it could be a song, it could be a movie, just a certain colour, an environment. Try and reflect that onto a canvas, and that's what we're going to try and exhibit at the art exhibitions.
Spray Society Inc. aims to build mutual respect between the youth, the council and the community. It's designed to promote street art as a valuable and creative practice. I'm interested to hear what these young people have got to say about Spray Society Inc. and how it has helped them develop as artists.
And what's going on here? This looks pretty cool. What are you doing?
I'm peeling off paint off of artworks that, well, not paint, tape off of artworks that I did, because I just thought it looked cool.
Nice. And what are you going to do? Are they finished yet once the tapes come off? What are you going to do after that? What's the next step?
No, they're not finished. I'm probably going to do trees and probably plants and ferns and things on that one, and planets and stars on that one.
Have you often done artwork like this, or is this the first time that you've done something like that?
This is the first time. I've done a couple other artworks that look like they've been blended into each other, but like this with the tape, this is the first time.
Nice. Show us how you peel the tape off.
All right.
What do you guys think are the benefits of creative arts or workshops like this for young people, and how has it helped you?
It's just helped me because the people around me is just really nice and helps you a lot.
Pretty much the same, yeah, because everyone's kind and helps you here and everything, so yeah.
So what are you painting at the moment? What are you drawing at the moment?
I'm drawing the bisexual flag at the moment.
Looks pretty good. Love it. And what are you drawing?
Just like half circles with colours and stuff.
Nice. What colours are you going to put on them, do you think?
Pink, yellow and red, I think.
As you can see, Spray Society Inc. is a vibrant space where young people can come together, grow their artistic skills and work on something collaboratively. Guys, what are we working on at the moment? Looks pretty good, and if you want to get involved in Spray Society Inc., then I'm about to chat to Jenna about how you can join. Are we having fun?
Yes! All of our programs are on the Onkaparinga Council under Youth Services, and this program is open to anyone ages 12 to 25 years of age who has an interest or passion around aerosol art. So they just need to book in and come and say hi.
Welcome back to BTS with Jess, a behind-the-scenes arts show inspiring young people just like you to get involved and take up a creative activity. Now, have you ever wondered about having a mural installed at your high school? Well, that's exactly what I'm checking out today with local artist Lucinda Penn as part of her collaboration with the Adelaide Festival, Woodville High School and Create for Adelaide. There are so many ways for young people just like you to get involved with a wonderful mural installation at your school, just like the one we have here.
I am the head of the environmental portfolio at Woodville High School. So my role was basically taking the mural idea to my head teacher, who was Miss Forster, and then her and we went to Miss Baject and we found an artist, which was being Lucinda, and we were figuring out how we're going to fund this program. When Create for Adelaide offered hey, we're doing something actually that's very much what you want to do, it was just really easy, really nice and flowed together. So we did a workshop with Lucinda and we gathered kids from each year level, and she basically got us to write ideas related to the topic of the environment. So we did a ton of symbolism messages, and that was super easy, super cool. And basically after that, it was just getting feedback from all the students at Woodville. So a lot of them wanted to see green, a lot of them want to see enthusiasm around the environment. So that's what we're hoping the mural communicates.
Hand underneath here, that's the hand, and then that's the arm. Yeah, I got really confused for a second. Yeah.
Create for Adelaide is working with Lucinda to go to each schools around South Australia, and I believe they're painting murals related to the environment and pressing topics of society.
Because we're doing the first layers, guys, we don't have to worry too much about it being a perfect outline, because we're actually going to use the darker colours to do that.
The mural is about the environment. It incorporates the environment, community and such, and I'm involved because I'm a part of the environmental portfolio at the school with the student leadership.
We're painting a mural with artist Lucinda Penn, and it's really fun because we got to collaborate all of our ideas and then put it into one picture and then work together to paint it.
It's nice to experiment with different types of art forms, especially with painting and using equipment that I haven't used before.
Yeah, so I've always been an artist since I was little, and I started painting murals in 2019. But before that, I made phone cases, I made earrings. I was first emailed by Caitlin from Adelaide Festival with this idea of how we could work with the school to create a mural on the topic of advocating for climate change. And when I received that email, I was super excited because I love working with students and I love using my artwork and symbolism to capture meaning. Murals are super beneficial in any space. They help transform you know, walls or different surfaces to create something that people feel proud of, especially in a place like a school where, you know, you're there every day and you're there for years of your life. It's really great hearing that like this project came from a student's idea, and then that idea, you know, became kind of a group thing. And so it started with one student, and then it's brought other students into it, and then more students into it, because we went from this idea and figuring out how to do it to a workshop of how to design it, and then now a workshop of how to paint it, and like each step of that has brought in more students.
My involvement in this mural has definitely been helping with the design process. So we started off with a workshop with Lucinda and Create for Adelaide, where we went into our art rooms and we looked at just the base ideas. The process wasn't too lengthy, it was actually quite enjoyable. We kind of worked on more stuff that was kind of personal to us. So we did certain areas where we would have like one topic, and we would have to write like 10 ideas about that topic, or do like 10 doodles about that topic. And from there we would then create what we would do if we were to create our own mural. When it comes to creating something so meaningful like this, it gives an opportunity to kind of like break down that wall between kind of like whether or not you can or you can't. Because one of the big things people talk about is, oh, you can't do art, you can't do a mural. And that's completely irrelevant. So having the opportunity to have both students who have strong art backgrounds and not so strong art backgrounds being able to work collaboratively and put their own heart and soul into a project that's collaboratively going to like encapsulate the school is just really important to me.
Well, after 10 days of hard work here at Woodville High, this incredible collaboration between the students, Lucinda, Create for Adelaide and Adelaide Festival is complete. Art teaches us to process and empathise and feel about things in a way that science or data or mathematics may not ask us to. Art is one of those things that asks us to kind of dig deeper inside and understand things on a human level, and also to invite other people to understand that in the same way that we do. We know that we connect so much more to stories and emotions than we do to facts and figures. And climate change is so important and is the one issue that everyone should be caring about and thinking about. And if art is the way to do that, then let's lean into it. I think there's so many studies and facts that show the impact that arts can have, positive impact that arts can have on health and well-being, whether it's a more like kind of practical form of art like visual, or if it's more performative like drama or dance. We know that it kind of taps in and sparks different parts of the brains that other things don't.
I think the best benefit is just adding to the sense of community. Like, we're obviously adding a big bit of colour and meaning, but because we've had so many people involved and so many students like feeling like they're part of it, it really adds a sense of ownership. If you're keen to get a mural at your school, I think the best thing you can do is start talking to your art teacher, you know, talking to your teachers and get the idea going. If there's a student representative group, it sounds like that's also a good way to get going.
Well, if you're feeling inspired to get a mural installed at your school, then you know exactly what to do. And make sure to join me again next week for another episode of BTS with Jess, a behind-the-scenes arts show inspiring young people just like you to get involved in the arts. And if you would like to keep up to date with all things creative, then make sure to follow BTS with Jess on Facebook and Instagram.